Hi everyone, Teddy Baldassarre with TeddyBaldassarre.com. In this video, we're looking at a watch available from Hamilton with the Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic with a silver dial. So if you're new to this channel, this is where we cover watches available for purchase on our website, TeddyBaldassarre.com, as a full authorized dealer. So in this video, deep dive into this timepiece, final points of consideration at the end, but also throughout this video, if you have further questions, check out the link in the description down below where you can learn more about the watch on the product page, also can purchase the watch as well, and book a time with one of our dedicated watch specialists as well. But guys, let's jump into the video, take a closer look at this watch. Chances are, if you follow this content for a while on this channel or the main channel, there's a good chance that you know how I feel about the brand Hamilton as a whole, but also really looking at their Khaki Field collection specifically. Now, the Khaki Field collection is expansive in terms of its offering, but if you look at the two central pillars at the entry-level position, you have the mechanical models, which are going to have a hand-wound movement on the inside, lean a bit more into the heritage direction. Then you have the automatic versions that are going to have more contemporary approach to their design formula, but also going to have some good modern spec to go along with it. 100 meters of water resistance, sapphire crystal, and a reliable Swiss movement on the inside. Today, we're going to be looking at a watch that's going to be part of the group of the latter with this Hamilton Khaki Field Auto silver dial. Taking a look at this Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic on the wrist, we have a case measurement of 38 millimeters in diameter, 11 millimeters thick, and a 47.7 millimeter lug-to-lug distance. Now, in factoring in all of these sizing variables into one sole kind of end result, here we have a watch that's going to wear closer to that of a 39 to 40 millimeter case. That longer lug-to-lug distance being the main contributor to that. This considered, I still think this is a great everyday wear for a wide variety of wrists on the market, including those with my wrist size as well, at around 6.25 inches or 15.9 centimeters. The case finish leans into a refined look with brushed surfaces dominating most of the visible flat surfaces, replacing the much more utilitarian blasted look applied to those hand-wound counterparts. Elevating the refined look even further is a polished bezel. At the typical 3 o'clock position, we have a large sign push-pull crown controlling the automatic H10 caliber within. Operating the crown is done in the typical fashion. Rotating the crown in the first position hand winds the movement, while extending the crown to the second position adjusts the date, and at the final position you have the adjustment of the time, while stopping the second hand in the process. Between the crown system and the screw-down case back, this model can achieve 100 meters of water resistance, which is a nice upgrade to the hand-wound models, which only have 50 meters of water resistance, perhaps making these a better suitor for those looking to really push their watches to the limit. This model is supplied with a heavily padded brown genuine leather strap with prominent white contrast stitching. The strap tapers down to 18 millimeters at the pin buckle, featuring a matching brush finish as well as Hamilton's logo signed across the top. The underside lining has a soft texture, helping to optimize comfort, and with the 20 millimeter to 18 millimeter strap buckle configuration, there's plenty of potential for updating the strap and going with the many different directions here, especially with this really versatile silver dial variant. Segueing over to the dial, we first have the convex sapphire crystal, which provides an unobstructed view of it below. The multi-textured dial has 3 defined sections, starting with the outermost portion of where we can find the minute track with the 5-minute intervals denoting by the combination of Arabic numerals and small white superluminova plots. The texture on this section of the dial is shared with the central section, demonstrating a radial pattern producing a sunburst effect as it catches the light. The effect is more obvious in the larger section, but the characteristics are clearly similar when you compare it to the intermediate section of the dial, which contains the glossy black Arabic hour markers painted over the concentric circular surface. The faceted and bordered date window is aligned with the crown at the 3 o'clock within the dial section as well, exposing the white date disc below. Moving further inward towards the center of the dial, a small 24-hour scale printed just inside those larger hour markers keeps the military aesthetic alive, and printed text is limited to just the Hamilton logo beneath the 12 o'clock, and text referencing the Khaki collection and automatic movement are found just below the handset at 6. Turning the watch over, we have a screw-down exhibition case back, providing a clear view of the Hamilton H10 caliber within. Now, there are a few different variations of finishing to this movement that can be found throughout Hamilton's lineup. This particular example features just basic finishing techniques, giving the plates and bridges a blasted matte finish, and it also lacks the higher end details like blued screws, for an example. The rotor, however, does feature vertical brush finishing, ring with the Hamilton logo once again inscribed in black lettering here, as well as a cutout of Hamilton's H logo to help reduce weight as well as being a visual enhancement. This movement is a modification to the ETA 2824, being a member of the ETA C07 family of calibers used in many of the Powermatic 80 movements. It's been extensively modified from the base caliber to increase the power reserve up to 80 hours by reducing the beat rate from the original 4 Hz down to the slower 3 Hz or 21,600 vibrations per hour. In addition to adjusting the beat rate, Hamilton also has removed and replaced the traditional regulating organ with a free-sprung variety or system as a way to help reduce against shock. In terms of general accuracy, we tested this one at 5 different positions, and we've tested many of these in our time just reviewing these models and handling them on a day-to-day basis. This one was running 6 seconds off from perfect time of day when testing at those 5 positions. So to unpack here, we're looking at 21,600 vibrations per hour, 3 Hz with the beat frequency. Hacking and hand winding are features here. So hacking, stopping the second hand when you pull the crown to the farthest position, and again, a power reserve of 80 hours. So now to unpack, we're going to get this Hamilton Khaki Field automatic 38mm with a silver dial. So very similar to the other models within Hamilton's Khaki collection in general. Huge fan. I think these are great options in this $500 price range for that first Swiss watch, or for just getting a definitive field watch with great history on its side. This one is going to be of the automatic variety, which comes with some upsides and downsides. One is going to be, it's going to have more of a contemporary approach in its design, but you also get 100 meters of water resistance to go along with that. So this is probably going to be the choice for those that are looking for a watch that can really handle a beating compared to the mechanical options, which sure could still do the same, but it's going to be a little bit more delicate in regards to just hand winding the movement, and also considering it only has 50 meters of water resistance to go along with it. A couple of points that I will bring up when looking at this particular variant. This one's going to be a little bit off from the, say, kind of heritage design of many Hamiltons, given the silver dial. Black is the conventional field watch. This is going to be a reverse from that. And the legibility is not going to be as strong as maybe some of those other models, but still does have the same versatility going for it. It also is going to wear a little bit larger than a 38mm variant, so just keep that in mind. And the lume could definitely be better. But what's going for this watch far exceeds what is maybe pulling away from it. 100 meters of water resistance, produced by a great brand, 80-hour power reserve movement on the inside, Swiss made, classic and versatile styling, well-finished case, and even the strap that comes with it is good for this price range especially. Simply put, this is a phenomenal field watch for the price. All right, guys, well, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. That really does help out the channel. Really would appreciate that as well. But also, if you're in the market for this watch, it is available on TeddyBaldassarre.com. TeddyBaldassarre.com is a full authorized dealer of all the brands that we carry. Quick and fast fulfillment, dedicated customer support. Also offer a full factory warranty for all the products that we offer to give you a lot of peace of mind. In addition, we also offer price matching. So if you see one of our watches for cheaper at another authorized dealer, just fill out the form and we'll get in touch with you. And finally, all this content that we create here helps fund our future productions here on this channel, as well as on our main channel, trying to foster up a new generation of watch enthusiasts in the process. But guys, thank you again so much for watching. Be well, and I will see you all very soon.